Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Look who it is. He's a face round here, formerly of The Apprentice and owner of Bosch Beds. Tom Skinner, how are you, mate?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very well, very well. We've had some nice pie and mash, and now we're at the pub. So essentially, I've had the most geezer day going.
Full-time geezer. Honestly, I've had such... I woke up this morning, was down the warehouse 4 a.m, yeah? Filled up the vans and mattresses, went for a big fry-up, went in the office for an hour, went to the pie and mash shop, had 2 and 2, loads of chilli vinegar, bit of a sponge cake and custard, and now we're in a nice old cold pint of beer. Nothing wrong with that, bosh.
The day of a hard-working man. Have you copyrighted Bosch yet, by the way? Because it's sort of taken off, like the actual Bosch saying. I think you should copyright. It's ain't be funny. Will is putting Big John and Johnny all over TikTok and making money out of it. Really, you're the original Bosch man, aren't you?
They pay me royalties, do you know what I mean? Every time I say Bosch, they owe me £5. So, they're up to about £4 million at the minute. I just don't know it yet. Might have to send them the invoice.
We're here today. We just had, like I said, a bit of pie and mash. Going to have a couple of beers now. In terms of, like, I know you'll be following Johnny's career and you're a boxing fan as well. And I asked Terry this. What do you think it is about Johnny that makes him so personable and likeable? Because he's brought a massive army to his last fight. He had 3 behind closed doors. People were itching to see him. They turn up in their thousands. He's only early doors in his career. He'll have bigger and better fights than he's had already. But there's something about him that makes him personable, and it's just really working.
Yeah. Listen, Johnny's my mate, but he's also a top fella, you know? Like, he's a lovely bloke. Everyone loves him. He comes from a blinding family. He's a Romford boy. I'm a Romford boy. Romford's a centre of universities, you know that. But yeah, just look, people can relate to Johnny, you know? He's a good bloke. Like, he's an educated bloke. Like, went to university. He's done well for himself. But on top of that, he's a gentleman. And he's got manners, he's polite, and that's why people love him, because he's a friendly bloke and he's easy to get on with.
The centre of the universe is wherever you make it, and I tell you, it ain't Romford, it's West London, my friend. But in terms of you, obviously, as a boxing fan, I just want to sort of get a little bit of an insight into perhaps where your boxing journey started. Like, have you got sort of one distinct memory as a kid, like a first memory, the oldest memory when it comes to watching boxing, or did you do any yourself even?
Yeah, I mean, I used to box. That's how I met Johnny. I was actually training for a fight. I was actually training for a fight at York Hall. And I was running down Main Road in Romford. I had the old top of all Tommy Skinner at York Hall and all my little sponsors on the jumper. And I stopped into you going? See that, Ron, mate? Good. Yeah. So I think we're live on the thing. But go on, bruv. See that, Ron? Yeah. Yeah. So I went into the barber shop because I see my mate Ben Wilson in there. Johnny was waiting to get his hair cut, and my mate Ben said, see Johnny there, he's a proper boxer, not like you, Tom. And I went, yeah, this is when he's at university still. And we become friends then, and that's how I met Johnny. Obviously, and I just enjoy boxing, fitness. Like, I always come second, I ain't very good, but I'm all right.
What entails a proper boxer then? So he's a proper boxer and you ain't. What entails a proper boxer?
I think you got
someone who don't have any beers during the day.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Someone who eats properly and don't drink every day. So I'm out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been a proper boxer. Someone takes it seriously. Someone's dedicated. Someone shows heart. Those willing. A lot of discipline in boxing. And Johnny's got all the right elements, hasn't he? Really.
As a kid, have you got sort of anyone that you can attribute your sort of love for boxing to? Anyone you can remember watching and just being that person was the bollocks for me.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis. I used to love Frank Bruno as well. I used to love Frank Bruno. Saying about Frank.
So personable, isn't he?
Yeah. Saying about Frank Bruno, just used to love him. Watched Ricky Hatton a couple of times growing up. He was phenomenal, Ricky Hatton. Kevin Mitchell. No, Kevin Mitchell. Obviously, I went to Upton Park. Was it Upton Park? Yeah, went down there when I was younger to that fight. Where else have I been to? Also, I loved Mike Tyson. He was the governor, the absolute governor. And obviously my dad's friends with Nigel Benn as well. And obviously Nigel Benn was a little bit too young, but he's a legend as well.
So you've got sort of like boxing connections here and about. Boxing's got so big, like it's got... I've just had one, Terry, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Boxing's like had this massive boom, and I think you can attribute it to when AJ won the gold and boxing started becoming very mainstream. Like, you'd have people that would watch boxing that would never really watch it before.
Yeah.
What do you think it is that sort of clicked and made perhaps a mainstream people go, you know what, boxing is a sport to be loved nationally? Because it had sort of a bit of a lull at the time, didn't it?
You don't play boxing, do you? You know, boxing's a serious sport. Like, people get killed in that ring, and I think. Do you know what I think's brought boxing on a lot as well with social media? I think since the turn of social media and everyone's got their phones, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, like everyone, you can see all the knockouts in 1 second. See that one, Jake? Nice to see you, mate. You can see all the knockouts in 1 second. You can swipe up, you can see fights from every single era, and I think that's what's brought boxing up a lot.
And I know there was something that was said earlier. I did have to bring this up. I don't even know who the geezer is, but I know someone called you out and you called him out back. That's just made me think, look, celebrity boxing's taken off. You're a bit of a celebrity, Tom, whether you like it or not. You're definitely a celebrity around here. Would you ever think about stepping into the ring? Because I know that you would have a Romford turnout like Johnny.
Mate, I'd step in the ring. Listen, like not recently, but over the years I've been known to have a few brawls. Not all of them I've won, but I've won a few, you know, and I've got a naughty right hand on me. But I'm a bit too fat at the minute. But yeah, of course I'll get in the ring any time. Yeah, 100%.
Anyone you gunning for?
Eddie Hearn. I'm joking, Eddie.
I had to ask you. Obviously, since The Apprentice, I think you become a bit of a... You become like lovable and that to people because you showed the more sort of working class side of not trying to be something you ain't. And obviously, like I said to you, the legendary coin flip, if people ain't seen that, was just so unapprentice. It was brilliant. And you've got the gift of the gab. We've seen your videos on Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. You could, instead of stepping into the ring, you could step out of it and watch people. You could promote, Tom. I reckon it's there for you.
Yeah, I'd love to be a promoter. I enjoy things like that. I can talk. I suppose I can talk, can't I? I could talk a load of nonsense. I suppose I'd be all right, wouldn't I? Really?
It's like Eddie then.
I love Eddie. Sorry, Eddie.
I'll tell you, we could get another white collar scene going in Romford, and you can head it.
Definitely. Let's do it. I'll tell you what, we'll put it together. Should we do it? Yeah. Should we do it? Why not? Let's do it.
Stream it on IFL TV.
Job done.
Sometimes daybeers do actually turn into business ventures.
Romford Celebrity Deathmatch.
Tom, you're an absolute legend. Thanks for a little bit of your time. Yeah, let's have a few beers now.
Coming in. Bosh.